When I was young, there were women that I looked up to, and I just wondered, how does she do it? She has so much confidence. She just walks around like she has everything lined up, and she's not worried or bothered by anything at all. She has the confidence to do whatever she wants to do. And I wasn't like that. But I looked up to these women, and I wanted to emulate what made them so positive and gracious and beautiful. I want to share something with you that happened to me on my vacation. I was filming. We were about to go to a private island, and I was filming. And I was in a hallway. There was maybe at least 150 people who were getting ready to board a little boat that was going to take us to the island. And so I filmed my intro or whatever. And as I was putting my tripod back together, a young lady who was standing in front of me, I noticed she turned around and she said, as we were boarding, she said, "I hope I can be like you when I get older." And I thought she was like a little teenager, but I asked her age and I found out she was an adult and she was probably in her 20s or so. But she was so sweet and so cute, and it just made me feel a certain way when she said that, because I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "You're confident and you're filming videos. I want to do stuff like that. And I want to do, be confident and not be so shy." And I told her, I asked her her name, and I asked her how old she was. And she didn't ask to be on this video, so I'm not going to share her name or anything like that. But she said, "I hope I can be like you." She didn't say it like that. She said like you. And I've never really had anybody say something like that to me before. And I didn't feel like, oh, wow, here I go. I have a chance to share something with somebody because I'm all of that. No, because honestly, I've never really felt that way. So what I told her, I said, "Well, you're pretty much already there because you're thinking about it." And I said, you know, "You're already thinking about what you want to do." And I asked her what she wanted to do, what type of, career or what she wanted to do. And I said, "The best advice I can give you is to believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it no matter how shy you are, because I'm really shy. People don't believe it, but I am. I'm introverted as well, but I'm shy and I get nervous when I have to talk to people. I have to kind of step into a little character, I always say. But I told her, believe in yourself, because if you think you can do it and you really want to do something, you focus on that. You stay focused. And I really think she was hearing me and she was nodding. I said, stay focused, believe in yourself, and don't listen to any naysayers. Don't listen to someone saying, "I don't know if you can do that." I said, don't listen to that. I've had that in my life and I still do. Do not listen to that. I told her to embrace what she wants to do, her talent, her creativity, and who she really is. Just really focus on that and practice. And the more you practice what you want to do, have like dress rehearsals. I've had dress rehearsal my whole life in my bedroom, as a teenager, as a 20 something, and so forth, because I knew the types of things that I wanted to do. Even if it wasn't like, this, like YouTube or being a model or something like that, just practicing the type of girl that I wanted to be and then the type of woman that I wanted to be. I would stand there in my chair in my room and I would think about it. I promise you I did. And it really helped me to build some confidence. Aside from finishing school, it helped me build confidence because it's something that no one else can really teach you. You have to like get within yourself and train yourself. I also told her, you gotta trust God. You've got to go to him for his advice. I do that. I ask him, is this something that I should do? Can I do it? Please let me know how to do this the right way. And I told you, you've got to pay attention to the answer, you know, but that also will help you calm and believe in yourself without selling out and doing something that you don't want to do just to fit in or just to gain followers or subscribers or whatever your situation may be, whatever your aim is. It'll help you to just be yourself because when you are yourself, that's when you shine the most. You can't be someone else. You can only be yourself. When you try to mimic someone else, it comes off so fake and it comes off like you're a robot and you're reading a script. Okay? There's nothing wrong with, reading a script if that's what your job or career, you know what I'm saying. But you don't want to go through life like you're pretending. That's a better way to say it. And you want to have self respect. Always have self respect. Lately I've seen young ladies, they have no self respect. They're wearing costumes, skimpy, half naked, pretty much naked in public because they want people to like them or they're trying to mimic some celebrity that they see. And that celebrity, that's their job. They're not dressing like that on their day to day. Then you end up looking like a clown. And it hurts my heart because I saw a girl walking around, she was filming something and she was the way she was dressed was so bad. And hey, if that's her, fine or whatever. But I saw people looking at her and they were kind of laughing because she was pretty much naked. And, you want to always have you want to have some type of elegance to yourself or class. You don't have to walk around with your nose in the air and that not that, but have some elegance because I promise you it will get you through more doors and get you more respect. But more so, you will respect yourself. You won't be self-conscious, wondering, oh, I hope people don't think this of me. I'm gonna do it anyway. But you feel kind of bad inside because it shows all over your face and the way you walk and the way you carry yourself. So always be yourself and be the best part of yourself. Don't sell yourself out. Another thing that I want to share is I I can't stress this enough. Do not put other women down. We need to celebrate each other. We need to encourage each other. Be role models for each other. If you see something that a girl is struggling with, especially someone younger than you, and you see she's trying to come up and she's trying to level up and she trying to better herself, don't talk about her. If you can, some people don't accept encouragement. So you have to read that person and read the room for that. But go to her and hey, maybe you can do this because that's what works for me. Just try it this way. And when people have told me that, it turned out for the better for me. And I really appreciate it. So if you've ever given me some good advice, know that I am saying thank you because it has really helped me in my life. And I heard it no matter what my face may have looked like when you were telling me, I heard it and it helped me. So I appreciate you. I thank you for that. So these are things that you really can be a woman that people look to. Set a good example. Set a good example. It's not necessarily your job to set the example for someone's children or whatever, because that's the parents' duty. Parents need to set the best example, but also recognize this, whether you want them to or not. Young people watch you, young ladies watch us, and they mimic us. And so you want to set the best example because, like I said at the onset, there were women that I watched when I was a little girl. I was just sharing a story with my husband on something that I used to do. I would sit by teenage girls. I was like maybe 6 or whatever, and my parents. We were at our Sunday worship, and I would sit by these teenage girls because I thought they were so beautiful and they were so nice to me, and I never forgot it. And I know a couple of them today who are doing wonderful things, and they are still just beautiful women. But I would sit by them, and they would just sit, and they were teenagers. And they had their figures coming in, and I was just flat as a board because I was a little girl. But I would like do my clothes to make it look like I had a body because they would sit there, their legs were together, ankles. I looked at all of that and I wanted to be like them. And I think that's how, that was just all a part of me being who I am. Even as a child, the person you are today, that's kind of like who you were as a child, you know, something positive, hopefully nothing, super negative, but we're pretty much the person that we're going to be as a child because we're looking at things and we're learning and we're figuring things out and we're seeing people that catch our eye and you know I like the way she looks. I like the way she carries herself. Look how people look at her. She got invited to this. Wow. I want to be like that. That's literally how I was, and my mother can attest to that. So even though it's not our job to raise other people. That's not what we're doing, but it is it's up to you to send out a very nice presentation to the world. You don't want to be known as the ratchet lady that nobody wants to be like. You don't want to be known as that type of girl. Don't listen to all of this stuff out here. Be whoever you want to be as long as you're not hurting anybody and then you're being a really negative person that is hurting people. So be the woman that other people look up to, especially be the woman that girls and young ladies might look up to because you're setting an example, no matter if it's a good one or a bad one, and hopefully it's a good example. So I thank you guys for sitting with me a little bit and please come back because I really enjoy you guys. I love talking to you. I've been missing a little bit because I was on vacation and taking care of some family things, but I'm back. So, I'm really excited. I missed filming a bit. Thank you for sitting down with me today. Wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, and we'll see you on the next one. You take care. Bye.